What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Just Off the Post LAFC show for November 8th, 2020, and decision day. And what would the playoffs be without LAFC facing Seattle? And of course, that's the way that it had to end. We dropped all the way down to 7th, and we will be heading to Seattle to face the Sounders, which is pretty difficult. I didn't want to face the Sounders this early, but right now we don't really look great against any team. So whatever. Bring on the Sounders. It's going to be the storyline. That's what the MLS wanted at some point, was for us to play Seattle, because us at full strength won the Supporter Shield and then lost to Seattle. And then they, of course, won the MLS Cup. So the MLS Cup goes through Seattle. It has to anyway. So we might as well take them on as quickly as we can. Hey, that's the way it does. But we are happy to say that Carlos Vela is back. He was able to go the full 90. That is huge. Tristan Blackman went the full 90. A lot of great stuff happened there to be able to see that our players are really back. It was kind of weird to see Segura get moved to the outside with Tristan Blackman on the inside. This was something that Bob Bradley wanted to test out, and I think it worked pretty well. Segura was able to make those runs up the side and get some good balls in as well. But we tended to go up the other side without him, or the other way. So that works out. But it was weird to see the starting lineup. I don't think that's the way that the playoffs are going to be, but it was good to see, like I said, these injury guys come in. Mark Anthony Kaye came back, and of course Vela and Blackman both went 90, and we are going to need them in the playoffs, especially heading to Seattle. Now, luckily for us, heading to Seattle is not that big of a deal. We've done it before. They are just as good at home as anyone else. They're actually the best team at home that isn't Dallas. So Dallas really screwed the pooch on this one, not getting their home matchup. But I'm not really too worried. I like the way that it kind of shook out, where we can face teams that we actually probably have an advantage against. Seattle, like I said, we've just faced them so many times that I'm pretty confident that we can go out there and we can do good things against them. The way we played against Portland today, we should have come away with a win, but then, of course, in the 90th minute, as usual, we let in a stupid goal. So we looked better than Portland, which is big. And when the playoffs come, we are going to play the full 90. We're going to really buckle down and do what has to be done. So when we're out shooting these teams like Portland, who finished right up at the top of the West, everybody tied with 39 points, but KC played the least amount of games, Seattle right after that, and then Portland right after that. So that's why the standings shook out, with SKC being first, Seattle being second, and Portland being third. So I'm not really worried at all about that. I would rather avoid SKC, so that's fine with me. I don't think they'll make it all the way. We'll see. But we have what it takes. We've said it before. When we are healthy, we have what it takes, and we are now healthy. Bob was, like I said, moving some stuff around, getting some stuff figured out, and that's over now. It's playoff time. I'm not sure when the playoffs actually start. Let's check that out real quick. But congratulations to the Philadelphia Union for taking our Supporter Shield away. You know, that's we knew that it wasn't going to be us, but is it Friday is when it starts? Next Friday, the 20? No, 2 Fridays from now. So yes, we get an international break. That's cool. So hey, take the international break, figure this thing out. Our injuries are back. We will be fine. I think we can beat Seattle. It's going to be a hell of a game. We are going to come out hungry. They are going to come out hungry. And Vela wants to win this thing, man. He was gone all season, and he wants to help us win. So I really think he can do that. I got to keep this one short and sweet, because Sunday Night Football is my team, Tampa Bay. Let's go Tampa, whatever you want to call it. They're my team. If you've watched the podcast, obviously you know that they're my team. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. A rough game, but we did exactly what we wanted to do, was see that everybody was healthy, see that the game shape is happening. Vela got knocked around a couple times and he was still fine. Rossi is, of course, fine. So we need to get Bradley Wright Phillips back and all those guys, especially with the international break. But I'm happy with where we're at. I'm not really happy that we dropped to 7th, but going to Seattle, I think, is better than going anywhere else out of those top 4 seeds. So I'm fine with it. I'm always fine when the Galaxy are not a part of the playoffs, and that happened again. Poor Carson. They just could not figure it out, and they finished 10th, which is really exciting for us because even if we do poorly, they did worse. Chicharito's probably gone. Their coach is gone. This is not a Galaxy podcast, but they are in shambles. We are not. We had a lot of injuries. This was a COVID season. This was just a crazy season, and I still think we have a shot against Seattle. So when we do play Seattle, I think it's the 20th or 21st that weekend, we'll be ready. I think we can win. I think that we will understand. I hope they lighten up the rules a little bit to let us get there a day early and be ready to play. But bring on Seattle. LAFC looks fine. I'll be here after that game, but I got to go watch me some Sunday Night Football. So let's go Bucks. Win me some money in Vegas. Let's do this. And as always, be a stud, not a scrub.